Looks like the rain has rolled in. What's up, guys? Shadow Steel here. Welcome back to Railroads Online. So, we've got our train made up. We've unloaded our oil, our crude oil at the refinery, so we got the tankers back there. It's right about here. But everything is empty aside from the first couple cars up front. We're going to take this train back down the mountain. And what I'm probably going to do, because we need to get this gold ore refined. Obviously. That's kind of the end goal of this particular playthrough, is to actually have everything refined and ready to go. So what I'm going to do, let's switch there, and we're going to go out to the stamp mill. That's it, the stamp mill, which I believe should be up north. Or it's south, I mean. There you go. There's one of them. Okay, let's see here. There it is. I see it. Yeah, we're going to be taking the long way around it. Alright, cool. Okay. Should be good. Shoot. There we go. Okay. So, let's get our train ready to roll. Alright, we're all heated up, ready to roll there. Let's get moving, shall we? Alright. We're on the move. So yeah, it's been a while since I played Railroads Online on the channel. I've been playing a lot of other games lately. A mess of different games. Especially I was planning on doing like a full month of videos, which I think I got close to, honestly, last month in February. But I've always had this goal on my channel to have like a month worth of videos on the channel. And that would mean like 4 videos every week. But I'm never really good with like the process of recording then editing, because I'm always like a day behind. Or not a day behind, but like the day of release, I'm like falling behind there. Okay, here we go. Trying to get up to speed here. So we're gonna drop off the gold ore, and then we're gonna go ahead and take this whole mess down to the tool factory. Not tool factory. That's not how that works. We're going to take this whole mess down to, I guess, the freight depot somewhere, because we got to drop off the tools regardless. Come on. Alright, off we go. We also need to get rails and beams, or rails and, is it rails and beams, or is it, I think it's beams. Yeah, it's beams. Rails and beams for the gold mine up there, so we're going to have to do that as well. I think this is an upgrade here, so we need to get the full reg out. The one good thing about the weather in this game is that it doesn't affect tractive effort, so that's good. Reduce the regu there. Got a couple comments in the past couple videos over the years. Over the past couple of videos about saying like how I'm wasting fuel by having the reverser all the way open. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. I've always mentioned this before. I know this was something I learned pretty quickly after I started doing this series. Was that you can actually adjust your speed by using the reverser and the regulator at the same time. So I think we're kind of struggling up this hill here. But we don't have a heavy train. We have a long train, but it's mostly empty, so shouldn't be too bad off. But yeah, I think I mentioned this a few times where I know that the reverser does affect how the trains operate. Struggling. Huh, interesting. Yep. Hopefully we can get up this hill. Maybe trigger the bell here. That usually gives us about 10% more tractive effort. We're only taking one of the locomotives down to the ironworks, where we'll swap power again. Or the ironworks in the lower portion of the map, so past the iron mine. That's it. Are we gonna make it up to the siding up there? Quite a bit of a grade here. Yeah, we might make it. We might make it. Oh, slugging it up the hill. That's not too bad, though. One thing I also I'm always impressed by is like the fact that the curves will bite you, technically. They don't really bite you, but it's like more the string lining effect on these cars. Because if you have empty cars towards the back of the train and you have the loaded cars towards the front, it's a little difficult to get up grade. It's a little easier to get up the grades and harder to get down the grades because everything's shoving you backwards. But if it's the other way around, it's like you've got the possibility of streamlining the train, and it's just a matter of just like, this is one of the reasons why I typically don't have my grades and curves at a certain angle. Okay, we're picking up speed again, which means that we've gotten up a grade. Also, somebody actually pointed out that they were interested in how the map looked on one of the other comments. I should actually mention that the map itself right now, like this is the whole map, and it is like it's all connected. Everything's connected. We can see like everything's kind of organized in a unique way. Got the 2 coal mines up here in the corner. Got an oil field out there, and we got another oil field. I think, yeah, we got another oil field by the gold mine. So it's kind of like a pocket right there, which is very nice. Another gold mine over here, and a railway express agency over here. We're slowing down significantly. I can hear it. As soon as we get to the siding, too, eh? Interesting. But yeah, we've gotten a few situations there with the equipment or the map. I will also try and post a Mega Drive, a link to where you can download this map on my so I have this group, this thing called the TS Dieselworks channel, and I have like a Mega Drive for not the console, the actual like the actual mega.nz file hosting service thing. I have a drive link for that, and I'm probably gonna post it there so people can download the route or the map in a pretty basic form. There's a lot to go with there, so turn off the bell. We're getting down the grade here. Okay, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna be careful going down this hill. I think this is like a 3% on the way down, so we should be. But if the curves are wide, smooth enough where we won't get too crazy out of this. Okay, drop the reverser. We're gonna go about, I'd say about there, about 23, 25, somewhere around there, and get some speed up here. Curves should be smooth enough where we won't cause any problems going downhill. Even so, probably should get ready with the brakes as well. Plus with the rain here, it doesn't look too great either. Huh. Okay, we're starting to pick up speed, put on a little bit of brakes. Sounds faster than it actually is going, which is funny. We're going about 20 miles an hour, we're picking up speed. Yeah, that's good. Got the brakes at 9% and the throttle and reverser. The throttle's not all the way open though. That's interesting. Get a little bit more. Why not? Oh, we are picking up speed. Okay. The whole train's on the hill now. A little bit more on the brake pipe. There we go. We're slowing down a bit. All the way open on the throttle. We're working the locomotive while going downhill. That's a recipe for disaster. Now to get the thumbnail. Oh, thunder and lightning. It's not thundering just yet, but we're kind of in the weather. Well, actually, this is not very scenic here. Should probably get a different shot. Yoink. Woo! Yoink. Haha. Actually, you know what? Might be easier. Whoops. Crap. Because we're right here. There's a cutoff right about here that goes straight to the, Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there's no way to go around that way. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We're aligned correctly, right? Yeah, we're good. And then we're aligned correctly through there. That's good. Trying to make sure we got everything set up correctly so we don't run off into a siding or something at high speed. I do have dynamic weather turned back on, so we can see different weather events out here. And then, let's see. We're going to go this. Yeah, we're actually already lined for that. That's cool. We're already lined for the... Yeah, because we dropped off some cars over there earlier. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, we dropped off cordwood, coal. So, we don't have much else to drop off. So, we're going to line that switch there. And we're going to line... Yeah, we're lined there. Which is correct. And there we go. We're on our way. Okay, we're off on it. What the hell? It looks like the wheels are slipping, but they're not. I know it. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna keep moving down the hill here. How far are we going? How far is it? There it is. It's dark too, which is interesting. What time is it in the game? It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. 7:30. Can't see anything out in the dark. Well, not really dark, it's just gloomy. That's not ideal. Trim that tree. Get out. Where is he? Should be coming down the hill here. Alright, there you are. Pacing. Drone shot. That's funny. We're actually keeping pace with the locomotive at a decent speed there. Well, maybe not. Oh. It's like we got a tool car behind us too, which is funny. Yeah, it looks like we're picking up speed too. It looks like we got on a steeper grade there. Alright. Got that taken care of. I just like taking drone shots, honestly. It's kind of fun. You see the guy just flying around the corner here. Okay, we're slowing down significantly. Get in the cab. Reduce the brakes. There you go. Increase the reg. 40 should do it. Back out we go. Should be good through here. Yeah, we're good. Where are we going? Oh, lordy. The camera does not like to cooperate sometimes. There we go. Actually, this might be a good shot here. I like the sweeping curve there. Let's try that. Radio, field of view. You know the drill, guys. There it is. That's an S-bend, too. That's cool. Gonna get a few shots here. For real, Finny. Oh! That's a problem. Kenosha's gonna play here, guys. There's no tender. Alright, well, hold on. Not that fucking thing. Oh, God. This is gonna end in disaster. I'll just do that for now so I can actually see what I'm doing. There's a handbrake. Brake's on. Oh, right as we get to this curve here, right? Oh, what the? I didn't want the coal. Brake's on. There we go. Did we lose anything? Aside from the locomotive? I don't think we did. That? Okay, well, we just lost the locomotive here. Alright, brakes on that car. Huh. Interesting. Alright, tie the brakes down on all these cars here. Oh, the frame rate's back. What the hell just happened? Alright, we're good. Oh, interesting. Well. Wow, the frame rate really jumped back to for some weird reason. I don't know why. Okay, well, that's definitely a Konosha moment because I look off in the distance, I see the headlight going off in the ditch. Yeah, there he is. He slammed into a tree! Face planted into a tree. Damn it. Alright, guys. That's definitely a Konosha. It's been a while since I've had to put a Konosha in the video. In a video. Not in the video. We had a Konosha last episode. That is hilarious. Trying to get a rail fang shot. I see the locomotive going off in the distance. That's hilarious. Alright. Well, I guess that could work. Alright, put you down. Doink. Alright. Done. Alright. Thankfully, the reverser set to 40. Throttle's not open. Good. Release the brakes. I think we're going to roll forward here, actually, because we're on downhill, right? Good. Okay, we're good. Hitched in. Damn it! Do I even try? Because this is like one of the highline points here, this route here. But, whatever. Doesn't matter. You know what? Screw it, we ball. I'm going to back up. We're going to get the screenshot of the train going through the highline. Open the... Jesus! Whip the coupler around, that's good. Alright, we're good. We're backing up. Alright, let's go. Woo! Woo! This is where multiplayer becomes a big help when it comes to operating these locomotives here. Ain't it? Alright, we're gonna go around the rock. Moving behind the rock. I'm gonna get another screenshot here. Try to, anyway. Yes, and I am well aware that my field of view is still screwed up for now. I'm trying to fix this. It looks like I must have, when I hit that switch, I must have gone over like at a fast enough speed where I just flung it off the tracks there. That's funny. Alright, brakes on. Throttle forward. Or reverser forward there. And then rather than having a full reg here, we're gonna kind of do this here. Alright. Probably should have had a handbrake on beforehand. Alright, a little bit more on the throttle. That should do it. Well, make sure it doesn't. Oh, there's the stamp mill off in the distance. Actually, that might be a better shot than I thought. Get a couple shots from this angle. Nah, that's not gonna work. Damn it. Oh. Go over here. There we go. You see the look on it. You just see, imagine the locomotive blowing down as it gets around this little curve here. K20, basically the equivalent of a K27 going around the curve. Go. And the rain stopped. I just noticed that. The rain stopped. I can see clearly now. Fucking Jesus. Alright. Get the whole train out of the picture here. I'm picking up speed again. I didn't put the glass lamps on the caboose, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. A lot of empty flats heading back down, too. The one green caboose. Off you go. Alright, let's fix the AFOV. So field of view or depth of field? I don't know what it's called. Field of view, that's what it's called. No, not 93. Come on. Not that. There we go, 90. Got it. Hard to get that thing going there. What the fuck? The smoke just came out of the wind. The smoke just popped out of the air. Wow, it managed to get away from me. The fuck? Sir. Yoink. Alright, put a little bit more brakes on there. Or not as much, but you know, something. Alright, we're good. Managed to really. Right. Get some throttle open. Reduce the reverser. Release the brakes. Going around the next horseshoe here. I think Konosha starts right as I mentioned that the the line going downhill would not give us any trouble, and it did. Oh god. Alright, here we go. Around the corner. The bridge line up here. Well, it's definitely a high line, that's for sure. Okay. How much fuel? We don't have a lot of fuel in the tender there. Or the firebox there. I'll shovel some more in there. Yoink. Yoink. Let's do it. Alright. Alright, we're slowing down. Again. There you go. Come on. Get up the hill. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, right, we got the brakes on, duh! Okay. There we go. There we go. Reduce the reverser. Oh, the sun's coming out. Nice. There we go. We're doing okay. At least now. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're coming up to the big bridge here. This bridge, I love this bridge, honestly. It's probably one of my favorite little parts of the railroad. Yeah, this bridge is nice because I had like a combination of... Alright, release the brakes. Oh! Sun's come. The sun has finally come out and we're doing great. Okay. Alright, now we're coming down the hill. Alright. Okay. So now that we're done with this, and we've got our little Konosha in for the video, I'm going to kind of coast our way down here and get down to the rail, the stamp mill. And then once we drop off the gold, then we're on our way back down to the ironworks, where we'll drop off the rest, some cars there, and we'll pick up rails, if we can, at the smelter here, actually. Do we have rails at the smelter up there? Let's see. Do we have... yeah, it looks like we do have rails. We do have rails and raw iron, which we need both of, honestly. Oh, clouds have gotten... The sun has gotten the clouds again. Okay. Alright, off we go. Alright. We should pick up some rails on the way to the steel... Yeah, so we're going to need 6 things of rails and 10 things of beams up there, so we should be good. Okay, come on. Okay. Alright. Are we running out of water in the tender? We just filled this thing up, didn't we? Oh yeah, we did fill it up. We've used about 1,000 gallons of water already. That's impressive. There we go. This bridge is also nice too. It's very impressive. Alright, off we go to the siding here. Well, there's the town down there. So we're going to be quite a way. Oh, actually, we can't. Okay, I see now what's going on. So we'll have to go to the ironworks, drop off the cars that we need to drop off, and then we'll pick up the rails, and we'll head down to the main yard where we'll pick up the rest of the stuff. This is going to be a long day here, isn't it? Alright, come on. We're just not getting a lot of speed here with this locomotive, but that's fine. Alright. Alright. There we go. There we go. Got more coal in the fire. Whew. Alright. Alright. We're doing okay. Ah! I hit the desk with the chair. Alright, coming on the S-bend there. Alright, we're coming around this corner. We're kind of, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna put in full reg so we can get some more speed out of this locomotive. Alright, reduce it just a little bit. There you go, 60. Now we're gonna be... Alright. And then we're going to be swinging around this corner. Okay, so now that we've gotten to our destination, we're going to have to drop off our cargo. And then I'm going to try and take another screenshot with the sun poking out a little bit. I might have to actually pause the recording for a bit while I do that, because of just how the timing works and everything. Alright. Alright, there's the Y. We're going to be swinging out there, and then probably take the trip down to the ironworks, which will probably be a whole... What the... I forgot to put embankments there. Probably should do that too. Alright. Oh, the sun's back behind the clouds. Very cloudy today. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, God. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Are we going to stall on the way up to the gold mine here? Jesus. I'm going to put the sanders on. I'm going to do everything I can to get this thing up the hill. Come on. Get up the hill. Where are we at? We might need to get help. Holy crap. Interesting. I did not realize how steep of a grade this was. Holy crap. Hang on. This is what we'll do. Gonna unhook the train right with the gold cars, because I think that will get us a little bit less weight on the back end of this train. I'll go. Go. Alright, you're good. Tie these brakes down. Okay, you're good. Yep, he's going. Yeah, it was the rest of the train that was holding us back a bit. We'll just drop these cars off when we get to the stamp mill, once we empty them out and everything, and then we'll run around and pick up the rest of the train and then pick it back up. A little bit of switching move on our part. Woo! Ah! Alright, do we have the sanders still on? Yeah, we do. Turn the sanders off. Okay, sanders are off, I think. Okay, where's the sander? What the hell? Man, this cab is just a mess. Ah, here it is. Sanders. Well, even if I run out of sand, it's fine. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Ah! Damn it. Damn it! Oh, shit. No, stop it. Screw it. Trying to clear a notification off my phone without turning it on, unlocking it. It won't let me do it. That's annoying. Alright. Can I get this? Thank you. Jesus H. Christ, sir. Eesh. That's annoying. Alright, we're here. Come on, climb the hill. Okay, there's the switch there. Wow, the frame rate's a lot better when you don't have a giant train behind you. What the hell's going on? Do those freight cars actually do tank your frame rate? That's funny. That is very funny. Used a little bit of sand here, not that much. I wonder what the grade is out there. I haven't even checked on that. I think it's like a 2 to 3% or something like that. Shouldn't have been that steep. Either way, we're emptying out these heavier cars here, and we should be pretty light by the time we get down the grade. All right, I'm gonna get out the cab here for a second. Woo. Wait for him to clear the switch. Are we gonna roll past the switch here entirely? Are we gonna? Are you serious? Dude! We're still on an uphill. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Get up the hill. There you go. Let him go. Of course, the crap gondola is behind the. Is the last car on the train here. Got it. Alright, we're good. Line the switch. Switch. Okay. Go back to the lead locomotive here. Boink. Alright. That's the firebox. Go ahead and shovel it. Alright. A little bit more on the throttle here. Bit more of an action-packed episode than I was expecting. Alright, here we go. Now we're moving. Whew. Alright. I think the gold ore is dropped off up here. I want to say, anyway. I'm not sure, but I think so. No. Yeah, it's right there. That's empty. We don't need that. Alright, easy, easy. Alright, so now we slow down here for the unloading drop here. Hold on. Alright, easy, and drop it. Alright, we're stopping. We're unloaded. We're going to drop off this car. And we drop off. Woohoo! Oh, whoops. That's not what I want. Alright. Alright. Dropping off this cargo. And now we come forward a bit more, and then we jump off this next cut. There you go. Alright, stop. Nope. There we go. We've only got 40. We did not get a lot of cold ore out, but we got some. Alright, easy. Alright, there you go. Stop. Bonk. Alright, so that's it of that. And are we clear to switch back here? Can we just pull the train away? Yes, we can. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull the train away. We're going to pick up the rest of our cars. Yeah, we should be good that way. I'm trying to find a good spot to take a picture. Oh, that's actually a pretty good shot, this angle here. Let's see. Options. Shut up! The bell's not gonna shut up, is it? There you go. There we go. Okay, it did stop. Okay. Alright, we're good. That's a good shot, actually. I like that. Alright. Move the locomotive. Actually, we're gonna unhook the cars and we're gonna move it. Actually, wait, I can probably do this. Yeah! What the hell? Where? Hard to tell when you're like in this close of a range here. Yeah. Top are open. There we go. Oh dear God, I can't see anything. Alright, we're good. Options. Video. Screw it. Alright, stop. And then align the switch, and we're good. Let's go. Alright, back it up. No, not that way. Alright, come on. Alright, here we go. The sun's coming out again. Alright. Now we got that sorted. Let's go ahead and grab our train and head back down to the smelters. Which, yeah, we're good. I've been recording for 45 minutes. Not too bad. Alright, we're going to roll down, grab our cars, and we'll pick up everything on the way back. Whoop, whoop. There you go. So now that we've gotten down the grade, and we're gonna just alright. Well, we gotta really head up down the hill here. So we're... How freaking far are we? Oh, okay. Oh, there it is, down there. I wonder if we'll be able to pull this train up the hill. Even if it's empties. Alright. There's the train. There it is. I see it. Off in the distance. Alright. So we got that. There's our train. Alright. Come on. Easy, easy. Alright, easy. We're just gonna ease our way into these cars here, and that's about it. And that's pretty much it for the episode. We're gonna get this all sorted up the smell. We're probably gonna have to go to the iron mines the ironworks off camera because I am out. Because it just I've been playing. I'm losing words because I'm concentrating so much on getting these cars up the hill. So. But yeah, like and comment down below, subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.